Neverwhere is the very first Neil Gaiman book I've ever read, and I would 100% recommend it to you. It is just so brilliantly written. It has this sort of Alice in Wonderland type madness to it that I really like in stories. This is a story about a man named Richard Mayhew, and he starts off as one of the most boring characters I've ever read. He lives in an office, he has a over-controlling girlfriend, and there just really isn't that much to him. The only weird quirk he has is that he collects those troll dolls and puts them all over his desk to scare off his coworkers. I'm gonna have to remember that one. However, with that being said, this is a classic story about a character going through an epiphany, changing from the person that they were from the beginning of the book. And Richard's life completely changes when he is out for the night with his girlfriend, going to dinner with her boss, when suddenly this mysterious girl named Dor falls out of the wall. Like, she just falls out of a wall onto the sidewalk. So she's bleeding on the sidewalk, and Richard really wants to help her, but his girlfriend Jessica says that if he helps her, then she's basically going to dump him. So, being the good guy that he is, Richard helps her, and his girlfriend storms off. But anyway, since he helped her, his whole life changes from here on in. The next day, these very strange men come to his door, and they hold up a picture of Dor the character, and they say that this is their younger sister that they've been looking for, but Richard doesn't fall for it. He has this creepy feeling about them. These two men are Mr. Croup and Mr. Vandemar, and they are the bloodthirsty assassins that are after Dor. These two characters are some of the best villains I've read in a novel. They are just so vulgar and creepy, but at the same time they have this sort of gentleman vibe to them. They've been living for, I think, thousands of years, and their clothing is sewn out of, like, old Victorian clothes that they've just kind of made themselves, and it just looks very crude, and it kind of suits their personality as well. Now, Richard continues on with his life, but he discovers that he is no longer fitting in with society. They don't even recognize him. He goes to the train station, and he goes to work, and nobody pays him any attention. In fact, when he gets home, he finds out that people are looking through his apartment who are looking to buy it, because apparently there's nobody living in it. So at this point, Richard wants answers, and he goes looking for Dor again, and he discovers that he is now not part of London above. He is part of a world called London below. And London below is inhabited by all these people that I guess you would say look like homeless people from London above. They have this weird power structure in their society where they can trade and barter things. I think at one point Richard trades like 2 pens for a sandwich or something. So like the name entails, London below is underneath of London. It's in the old sewers, in all the old passageways underneath of London. And in this world, there are people that can talk to rats, and there's angels, and there's sewer monsters, and there's even mention of werewolves and elves. Oh, and the lost city of Atlantis. But anyway, I just found this book so interesting. I loved the writing. There was times when Richard Mayhew kind of got on my nerves. He has a lot of very stupid questions because he doesn't really believe that he is living in London below. He's very, I don't know, logical, and of course this world isn't logical at all. So throughout most of the book he is asking really stupid questions, but that kind of goes with his character, and I think by the end of the book he really changes, and I do appreciate him as a character. Now what's great about Neil Gaiman's writing in this book is that you can totally picture London even if you haven't been there before. Like, I've never been to London, but I could totally picture all of the subways and all of the underground and everything, and I really like that about his writing. So yeah, I would 100% recommend this book if you are interested in Neil Gaiman, or if you've read Neil Gaiman before but haven't read Neverwhere. I'm now really interested in what to read next from his writing. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Ocean at the End of the Lane, but I also really want to read the Sandman comic series that he has. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this review, and please tell me down below which book you think I should read next by Neil Gaiman. I will see you guys next time.